one other book that I forgot to get. Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? This is Zen from Zen World, and I hope you're having a great day. So I just came back from work, and on my way, went to go get my pickups for new comic book day. So let's check out what I got for today. Right, got the bag and everything. Definitely picked up two new top loaders. All right, I'm gonna let's see. All right, and I really do think that I got a good list this week of things. So definitely got X Force #1. Um, Picked up New Mutants #1. Love this cover from Magic, looking amazing. I got Crescent and 10. Um, Eager to see how this is, right? Um, Definitely got Legion of Superheroes #1. Excited to see this. Bendis is on this. A lot of people have some gripes about Bendis being on a specific run, but I'm open-minded to see like how it's going to turn out. Then we have Genlock. So I'm not too sure what this really is, but I feel like Marvel and DC realize that manga is, there's a lot of people who love manga, so they're trying to see if they could grab some of those sales by creating characters or just comic books that are reminiscent to manga. So, do I think it's going to be successful? I don't think it's going to be really successful because manga is kind of like a mainstay. Part of like an inner culture that's been happening. Like I read manga and I read my comic books too. So the two don't truly go hand in hand, but I am open minded again to see how this is going to turn out. Um, yeah, Arrow is another one from Marvel, and I haven't really gotten into it too much, but whatever. Next is Green Lantern, Black Stars, #1. It's a 3-issue miniseries. I'm a big fan of the mini series, micro series, or series in general, because for me it gives me a chance to kind of like check out a book without putting too much into it, right? Because they're kind of forced to condense all of the quality into only a couple books. For example, DC had Deceased, and it was a couple of books, but it was amazing, right? And some other books that I read, um, like Silver Surfer Black, was only five, and it was really amazing in a different way from Deceased, and I appreciated it. And now, if it does really well, then it could have some kind of like form of continuation. Next, I got #2 of Doctor Doom. I got this variant cover um, in line with the 2099 upcoming event that's happening, right? And last but not least, I got Ghost Rider #2. Now, here's the thing: I got Ghost Rider #2. It's on my backlog to read because I didn't read #1, but I have #1, but I haven't read #2 or 1, so I have to get into it. So I'm pretty excited for um, these books. I'm gonna start putting them in the bags and boards. Um, we have Doctor Doom. I really enjoyed Doctor Doom #1, so I'm eager. I'm definitely eager to see how it turns out. Um, the Green Lantern, Black Stars. I didn't even know this was coming out, so I'm not too sure about like what this entails in its totality. Um, I see Mongol. I see a couple of characters actually, but willing to check out. And then we have Genlock here. So um, as just looking through the book, there's a couple of mechs. So not too sure. I bought this book because I want to see if I'm intrigued by it. I'm a little bit weary, but the cover kind of drew me into the book, right? Definitely excited to read Legion of Superheroes #1. This cover is amazing, and for me, the artwork is just good enough for me to like deep dive into, right? when it comes into this book. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm kind of going backwards in terms of like so that you can know why I actually got some of these books, and so you can see some of the artwork just in case you're intrigued by getting the books itself, right? So this is Crescent number 10. Seems pretty very cartoony like, right? In the sense that it's an adventure um, where kids could get into, but also adult readers can get into as well, right? So we know this is featuring the future Avengers, and a lot of them are, are younger individuals. So, it's pretty cool. I think a lot of younger readers can get into it. So I'm going through a lot of these are books from me, but they're also books that my son could jump into if he's interested. But I often find that even though that I got Future Foundation for him, and he was more intrigued on the adult-based characters than actually get into the kid and the kid superhero type of books, right? And I think that could be because I've already immersed him into certain characters. So even though I'm getting like these number ones that he could jump into, I'm pretty sure that he's more in lines to like reading X-Force, right? Just because he knows some of the characters, and he's grown up watching the Avengers, right? Since like Iron Man 1 all the way until he's about to be 10 years old, and he's pretty much like lived through this generation of Marvel movies being on the big screen, right? Which is for some of us we've only prayed right to have it, and now that we have it, we're enjoying it. We're a lot older, but it's okay because it's something that's happening in our time. And then the last book is X-Force. I'm super interested to get into. This book is already kind of like that nitty gritty art that I see right there, so I'm definitely gonna jump into it. The cover, I did want a variant cover, but it's okay. It's okay. um, I'm totally okay with this cover in itself. Now, which books are going to go into the top loaders? As you can see, I'm already taking off the tape for this. X-Force is definitely going to go in there. And similarly, New Mutants is going to go in there too. So I've been, one of the things that I've been doing is collecting pretty much everything since Dawn of Powers of X. I am definitely missing Marauders. I still, since I did the video last week in terms of my pickups, I still didn't get Marauders. So that's one of the things that I have to definitely pick up. Now, while I'm doing my top loading, I did read Marauders though, because I did pick it up on Comixology. And one of the things that I really loved about Marauders while I'm just like packaging these is how they made Kitty Pryde, who is now Kate, aka used to be Shadow Cat, how they're evolving her character in terms of her leadership and her prowesses in the ability to use her powers. Now, in that book, they really did showcase her powers in a phenomenal way where she's able to phase through things, temporal phase throughout, and then in one of the panels, she phases someone else's gun into their leg. And she's truly using her powers to like the highest echelon, right? Well, not the highest echelon. The highest echelon will be like phasing like everyone who's standing into like the ground, right? Depending on what she's like holding at the time, right? But it is kind of like the highest version. She's using her powers in a way that makes sense for her to combine with like fighting, right? So it's really cool and stellar. So I did read the book, but I do want the book as a collection. So these were my two main pickups, and also I would have to say Legion of Superheroes as well. But anyway, going off on this video a little bit longer because some of you did a request, shot me some messages just saying that you wanted me to do a little bit longer video, and I feel like I've done it, right? So if you're enjoying these videos, definitely give me a like, subscribe, comment. I am hyped to read these books. If anything, the only book I'm probably going to read tonight actually is X-Force number 1, because I did watch a video kind of spoiling everything on New Mutants, but I'm going to go back and read it just to see a little bit more. One other book that I forgot to get, I didn't get Excalibur. I'm just remembering this right now. I didn't see it at my store though, so I'm pretty sure that it was sold out because it would have been like clearly there. So I have to get Excalibur and I have to get Marauders. Um, yeah, I can't believe I really forgot to get it. I'm doing this on camera so that you all can see. But anyway, this is Zen from Zen World saying peace, love, and prosperity. Take care of yourself and just be awesome.